My name is Brian Crystalline Rojas, straight out of Trigger City, Tampa, Florida, hired by Hernan Roldan. And we are so fired up with our Alliance Couture, our Alliance gear.
Our swag.
Our swag, baby. And we are so fired up for this experience. First time trip, 2 years in the business. We missed Hawaii. Hernan called me through FaceTime and he said, you cannot miss Paris, baby. So we started putting in some appointments. We started putting in the activity. We started putting in the work. There were time of doubts. There were time of not knowing if we were gonna make it, but we made it through, baby. And the experience has been far to none. Favorite thing, man, we went out with Tim Goat to the Eiffel Tower, walking, and just seeing the Eiffel Tower lighting up, you know, taking some pictures with my wife was just amazing. We had a chance to eat crepes, crepes with the Goat Ministry.
We even sing crepe.
Crepe. We call them crepes. But just hanging around with people, building relationships, sightseeing, you know, the Eiffel Tower. Who gets to see the Eiffel Tower in person, you know?
The Mona Lisa, even though we were like 200 people behind the Mona Lisa, it was still an awesome experience just to be able to take that selfie and say we were there.
Guys, the experience has been amazing, but the fact that the average person from where I'm from does not get to do this, where nobody just comes to Paris, and if you do, who comes to Paris with 200 of their best friends? And on top of that, who comes to Paris to the Westin, guys, to the Westin? It's unheard of, you know, and we are so blessed, we are so humbled to be a part of a small thread of people that go against the grain, that go against the currents, you know, that want to make a difference, that want to fight a war against poverty and are doing it. And we get to be elevated with these people. So I am just so grateful that we were able to be here with these leaders today.
I know the closest my family has ever gotten to coming to Paris has been Las Vegas, that fake Eiffel Tower. And so I can actually say that I've been here to Europe. None of my immediate family has been to Europe. So this is just amazing. This is a game changer. Because we know for a fact that our family, when we have one, our children are gonna experience this, our children's children. I mean, this is just like, we're breaking generational curses.
Come on, baby.
Everybody can do it. If we can do it, and we are far, 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 far from perfect, anybody can do it. You just gotta have that WANTTO, that want to.
That want to.
And if y'all want to do this, y'all can do it. We believe in you.
Hey y'all, we are Marcus and Carly Richardson, hired by Andy Albright, been around for a while, but this is one of my favorite trips. We are in Paris, getting to experience all the sights, taste all the food, and get to experience the Paris feel. A couple days ago, we went to see the catacombs. That's all the skulls and walking through, seeing all the dead folks. I didn't know what we were getting into. My wife said we're going to see the catacombs. I said, cool, get down there, see some skulls. A little freaky, but I enjoyed it. Everything's been awesome. We also went to the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is one of those things where you gotta go several times to see everything. We didn't even get through a quarter of it, but that was incredible to see everything at the Louvre Museum. The next part of this is getting to Alaska. So getting here was not simple. It's easy, but not simple, meaning we put in the work, made the calls, got hung up on, got told no. It's what we do though. I don't mind getting told no for experiences like this because this is a once in a lifetime experience. It'll change your life, change your world. We want you to come to Alaska with us. 115,000. But if you're a go-getter and an overachiever, we want to see you in Seattle, 200,000. We're looking forward to seeing you guys with us. Come with us, y'all. We're the Alliance family. We'll see you in Alaska.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Activity Call Live, brought to you today from beautiful Treasure Island, Florida. Now, let's hear it for our president and CEO, Andy Albright.
Thank you, Billy. You got me fired up, Bubba. Woohoo! I decided to break from my routine of having my collared shirt with the Alliance on it, and I went with the communication plus urgency equals currency. Communication plus urgency equals currency. T-shirt. I don't know why. I just decided that's what I was going to do. I could talk about that, how much I believe in that. Most of y'all have heard life will give you what you accept. What are you saying? How fast are you going after it? How are you communicating? How urgent are you? This is what I want. This is how bad I want it. This is how now I want it. All right, so one day, a while back, I was covering the 8 Steps to Success, which was the first book I come out with. And I did not do a good job on 7 and 8. I'm going to do a great job on number 8 today, which is a positive mental attitude. How many of y'all are great? I'm not even talking about great at having a positive mental attitude. Raise your hand up. Great at a positive mental attitude. Great. All right. So sometimes I mess up and say, that's something I'm not so great at. We should all be saying I'm great at it. I'm great at having a positive mental attitude. I'm great. We should say it because it makes our psyche want to make us, our psyche wants to make our words factual. It's like, I want to make $1 million a month. So you don't want to make $1 million a month, do you? Yeah, I do too. I want to make $1 million a month. So to do that, okay, so I'm going to go over eight things that help you stay positive. But I want to talk about this upcoming family reunion and this $100,000 contest. You see, we have the leaderboards. You don't know how you look till you get your picture took. And I got your picture right here. Now, everybody says what it's going to be in the future. But the guy who's number 1 is going to be fired up. He's number 1 now. Oh, yeah, we can do the activity numbers too. Ought to do those too. But let's do the, all right, we'll do this first. We'll do suspense until we show the leaderboard for family reunion. Amarie, I think it's Amarie. I can't remember. It's Amarie. I do not. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tia. Tia got me the number, so I want to see the person's real name. Amarie Brax got her in at 29,000, 8 apps. Who is this guy, girl, lady, Mr. Davies? I do not. No, that's not Davies. That's Bowery. This will be Patrick Connors, Stephen Bowery. Patrick, who is this person? Vernon Schmid out of the Swindale organization, come in with 28,000. Narasima, come in there, ABTF, out with 27,000. You got to love that. I think they call him NP. I think that's what they call him, NP. Now I know why they call him NP, because his last name is more complicated than the first name. And not kidding. He just issued another 47,000 IUL. This guy that Clay Mertes hired, and he stuck with him about a year. He hadn't done anything. And all of a sudden he said, I'm starting to understand these IULs. He started writing them. You got to love that. You hired him. Clay Mertes. Hired him. Marty Yellow Pelican, a blast from the past. Y'all remember Marty? He's been showing up at meetings. Marty Yellow, it's not Yellow. Well, I call him Yellow Pelican because I can't say his name. Yolio, I don't know. Let's go with Yellow Pelican. Marty's bad to the bone. I love Marty. Jan Miller knocked out 18 grand. 6 apps. Megan Wood, 38 applications. What, Megan? What? 17,000. David Young, another new guy. These new people popping up everywhere. They're going to make some money. Stephen Davies knocks out 9 apps for 11 grand. David Bragg has got serious. Got him a $10,000 app. Jeremico Edwards, 9 grand. Junior Korea, 9 grand. Jake and Beret posted another 9 grand. Smith, 12 apps. And Marcus Richardson, 17 apps, 8 grand. Check out the annuity sales. Vernon Smith, there you go. Big one. Marty, big one. Jan Miller, 150. David Young, Andrew Argenioto coming out with a big annuity, 61,000. Caleb Law, Terry Edwards, another annuity, steady putting them in. Jonathan and Megan Yakey, Abel Verestigi, Jeff and Kelly, Jeff Turner, Kelly Haney, Rory Bean. You the man, Rory. $300 annuity, gonna steady putting them in. What's next? Total sales for the week. Megan Wood, again, number 1. Jeremy Namey Patton. Jeremico Edwards. Lee Reyes, 25 apps, 14,000. Stephanie Rodriguez, 14,000. Debbie Ben, 12,000. Janina, 12,000. Brandon Beal, 12,000. Tiffany Bibler, 10 grand. Tiffany. Jessica Phillip, 10 grand. Sue Love, 9 grand. Mark Hutchinson, 9 grand. Holy cow. Amy, James, Junior Korea, Dan and Diana, Meardo, Brant Swindell. All right, let's check out the recruiters. Andy Riddle, 7. Stephen Holly Davies, 4. Paul Roberts, 3. Jeremy Namey Patton, 3. Brandon Bill, 2. Jason and Olga Mathis, 2. Mike and Noel Levitovich, 2. Alex Abian, 1. Diane Lampy, 1. Phil Abear, 1. Jeff Schultz, 1. And Nick Guerrera coming there with 1 recruit. All right. Hey, all right. Let's go back to the people. Thank you. All right. Family reunion. The biggest promoters among you will be the biggest businesses, and you'll make the most money. People that can promote. And it's all about the words you say. It's all about how you go about it, your enthusiasm. If somebody told me about a movie this morning, I wrote it down because he's told me with such enthusiasm and commitment. I said, I'm going to go watch it. All right. So if he follows up with me, I'm more likely to watch it. Hey, how'd it go? Did you see it? If somebody says they're going to the convention 100%, follow up and say something like, did you get your plane ticket yet? Where are you staying? What hotel room? It's just nailing it down. Because remember, it's not signing them up, it's getting them there. So you go, get them interested in going, get them signed up, get their travel arrangements, get their hotel arrangement. You with me? It's a whole process of promoting, and you never quit talking about it. It is your highest. It's like if you diagram it, here you are, and here is the last weekend in July. So you want to nail that down and then do all the things between now and then that we normally do. So you nail that down, and then you're just trying to kill it to get there. So every time you get a new person, you nail them down to get here. If you don't get them there, you continue to sell and drive depth and get them to associate, and you're always trying to nail them down to get this date committed, and then get them to sell and recruit for the rest of the time, whether it's 90 days left, 50 days left, 20 days left, 10 days left. You want to do as much as you can. It's never, well, let's wait until they go to the meeting. And it's never, let's just be selling and recruiting. Get them, talk about the meeting, So you're nailing this down, the family reunion, while you're selling, while you're recruiting, while you're driving depth. You're still nailing this down. It takes a little coordination. That's why some people get rich and other people stay poor. Is that coordination? They can't do it. They can only family reunion. All they can do is sell. I'm saying nail down family root and sell and recruit. Just like nail down family root and sell and recruit. See, that's 3 different motions going on because the family reunion is the build. Get up, nail down, build, sell, and recruit and drive depth. And you're actually going to do width and depth and sell. People go like, they can't even rub their belly and pat their head, not to mention sell, recruit, and build. That's the truth. All right, so let's talk about and keep a positive mental attitude the whole time, because like it's hard. I remember everybody's got stuff going on. I got all kinds of stuff going on. I still got to sell, recruit, and build. I still gotta do what I gotta do every day. All right, so let's look at these. Yeah, let's pull up our leaderboard. This is kind of we just got it together, so they ain't the prettied up, dressed up version yet. Look here, baby. Tim Long. I want to see you. I know you're on here. I just don't have your picture up. I'm gonna scroll through till I see what you're looking like. Your team got to be fired up. There you go. What you think, Tim Long? Number 1, baby. You got 9 legs signed up. Woo.
We're working, Andy. We're working. We're getting people fired up. And we had a house full this morning. Prior to this, we had about 9 people between Zoom and at the house getting fired up before this call. So we're excited, Andy.
So now you got to make the decision. If you got a depth phone call coming in or you got a new interview, you tracking with me? If you got a phone call coming in depth, it depends. That's where you got to use your decision-making skills. If it's new width, you know they sharp as everything, and this person in depth is just calling in to complain, I ain't trying to save them as much as I am take this call. Now, if they calling in to whine and complain, and I ain't got nothing else to do, I'm just sitting there digging in my nose, you know what I mean? Watching reruns of Criminal Minds, I'm going to take a phone call from him. You with me?
Yes, sir.
If I'm looking at leaderboards and kind of studying, seeing who's doing what, looking down there at John Thorman, I see Obar's got 4 in width, and I get a phone call complaining downline, I got to make a decision. Most time I'll take the phone call because I think I can save them, and I can't appreciate the asset of the leaderboard. The asset of the leaderboard is just an asset that I can't appreciate. But a person, I can appreciate them. I can move them up. You with me? I can make them more valuable. So I'll probably take the phone call. I'm about a 99% take the phone call, unless I'm on the phone call with somebody else, or I'm in a meeting with this and somebody calls. I hit them with, I see you're calling. Can I buzz you back later? So, well, who would be calling you during your own activity call? Well, it could be my attorney, could be my accountant, could be my dog sitter, could be my contractor. You with me? So I'm not going to, but most time I'm going to take a phone call because it's people. So your next question is, who's your number 1 leg, and how many legs is your number 1 leg going to get at family reunion? Like let's see, scroll down, we got 1 more. So scroll down just a little bit more, Tim, so we see 25. Okay. All right. Well, we can see 29. That's perfect. There's 3 of them. Watch this. So the question is any of those 29 your person, Tim? Do you see any of them as yours? Or Nikki?
Not yet, but there will be.
Okay. So if those 9 people, we're throwing out $100,000 for you to use. You, Tim. You say, well, I sure would like to get at 10,000. Right. But if you drop down to number 2 and got 8, but you got one of your persons at 4, now you picked up 12,000 into your group. Does that make sense, bro?
Yes.
So not only that, this is who you got signed up, but this ain't who you got there. I guarantee you, you get one of your downline with on the leaderboard, number 4 on the leaderboard, or number 16 on the leaderboard, he's most likely to come to the event. Does that make sense?
100%.
So now you got about 1.4 million. It's called a cruise to Alaska. We're tossing out 1,400,000, something in that neighborhood. So, well, I'm not going to get it all. Well, how much of it are you going to get? Because the number of people that you have win the cruise shares in that 1.4 million that's tossed out at no cost to you. Right? That's a hell of an incentive to get people to sell, is to win that cruise. But it's free to you. But if you don't use it and talk about it, we might as well not be doing it. No, we need to do it because I go on a cruise myself. That's cute, you know. I mean, I'm excited about going on a cruise too, but that network of 10 people going could produce you $250,000 income, and now you can go on a cruise, and now you can afford to travel with your family, but just your family. People say, like, I want to take my kids on a trip. How old are your kids? 7, 2, 4, 14? Insurance purposes, I can't take you, son. Company won't let you. Truth is, I got all my friends there. I'm networking, I'm working, I'm having a good time. Not to mention having an adult getaway. I'm gonna go with my kids. Me and Spencer coming to Dallas tomorrow. Matter of fact, y'all know anybody close to Dallas, or we'll get them to fly into Dallas. We're gonna do a meeting there tomorrow night at 7:00 at Paul Roberts' office. And I understand we already got a crowd booked in. Me and my son going to Dallas. Why are we going to Dallas? Because that's closer to Alaska. We're going to Alaska for 10 days. If I didn't have those 27 people on that cruise, or in my case, 340 people on that cruise, I can't afford to go nowhere with my son. So take your son, you take your children. I say take them when you can focus on them. Well, they got their heart set on Alaska. Well, who's mama and daddy? You're the one that sold them on it. Sell them on a Disney cruise. Sell them on something else. Heck, gum. Be the daddy. Who's the daddy in this scenario? Who's the mommy? Well, you don't understand. No, I don't understand. I have a different understanding. People say, my downline wants to take my children. How do you explain it to them? Well, I just did. I just explained to you how I explain it to them. It's an adult trip. We're working in Alaska or wherever. Hey, wait a minute. We're going to Alaska tomorrow, but we're going again on a cruise. That'll be a different kind of trip. That's the way I explain it to them. Like, it's an adult trip. And by the way, if I do this and they're on this call, we've just eliminated it. So on your calls, Joe, do you ever talk about the trips and how they're adult and how you use them? And it's 1.4 million, and everybody should try to win it, and everybody should be trying to get their people to win it. If you don't have calls like this, what calls do you have? Oh, we're teaching them how to get their money back if they don't die in 30 years. Return a premium. I said, oh, okay. I'm glad you got people cleared up on that. What else did you explain to them? Well, I'm explaining to them how to handle objections in the house. Now, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like COB is good. ROP is good, right? All that's good. But you gotta get the myriad of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about this $100,000 contest. Number 1, him and Nikki Long. Number 2, Mike and Carrie Williams. Number 3, Buck Rollins. Number 4, Hal and Ellen Rosen. Hal and Ellen Rosen. I love it. They got 7 legs coming. Hey, what if you looked at this as like a like contest? How many people like you? Isn't that crazy? Like, not many people like me. Well, how many people have you gave a chance to like you? You gotta offer it to them. Rogers, brother, 7 different organizations headed to family reunion. Mark Muller, 6. Oh, by the way, the production over there is May 1 until now, issue paid production. So what I like, Tim, you already got $9,000 issued and 9 legs going. Lou Abadi then got 6 legs lined up to come to family reunion. G. Chris Robinson, Jack Ungaro, Paul Jara, 6 legs. Megan Wood, 5 legs. Remember, what was it? Megan had 12 legs at the last one. So she's got 5 signed up. Y'all can believe last minute we're going to have numbers going to pop. But for some people, numbers will go down. We'll see. Mark Hutchinson. See, he got that smoking leg with Nick in there. Y'all remember Nick on stage and Mike on stage? And there's a couple ladies on stage that's smoking down that one leg of Hutch. So he decided, I got to go out there and put in with. He got 5 more coming. Dalen Simmons. Dennis Lyons got 5 coming. Dennis, you the man. Brian Beasley got 5 people coming. Alan Hooley, 5 people coming. Jake and Veray, 4 different legs. 4 different legs lined up to come into family reunion. Look how it's jammed up. 1 at 9, 2 at 8, 2 at 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 6 legs coming. You can't go diamond with 5 legs. You got to have 6 legs to go diamond. That's Amway talk. Hutchinson, 5. Dennis Beasley, Alan Hooley. Jacob Bray, 4. Look at the 4s. Got a bunch of 5s. Look at the 4s. Danny Johnson got 4 legs. Argenio got 4 legs. Doje come in there out of Dallas, Texas with 4 legs. John Thorman got 4 lined up. James and Cherish O'Barr. Isn't it crazy how somebody gets into our organization? James and Cherish just started. They ain't even been a year. Killing it. Medicare, killing it with annuities, and boom, got 4 legs coming. Jan Miller's got 3. Elena Amendobi. Janice coming in here with 3 legs. Dr. Batorsky with 3 legs signed up. Jared Gonzalez with 3. Look at the 3s. Mia Fennell got 3. Michael Guerrero. Michael was on stage. Annette Hare, 3. David Fleming. That's another one. That's that group of Hutchinson. So remember I said 1 leg? Well, Mike Guerrero is in that leg. David Fleming is in that leg. Scroll down a little bit more. I believe there's one more in there. Well, maybe not. Yeah, there it is. Nick Greco. He's down at number 42. So there's 3 people in that 1 leg of Hutchinson that's on the leaderboard. So it's him and then 3 other people. See how that builds a fat leg? That makes sense, Tim? That's a fat leg. And that's why I said look at it and see if any of your other people, because I don't know that I would recognize them. Because it may not be showing up as you might not be showing up as an agency manager on there. All right. Michael Moffett got 3. Nathan Thomas got 3. Muhammad Nassim got 3. All right. Nick Greco. All right. Go back up to them winners. Let's go number 1. Right now, you would have $10,000 at number 1, Tim. What do you think the odds of you maintaining are? Making that happen?
I think they're real good, Andy, because we're going to have 20.
You going for 20 legs? How many total people?
50.
50
total.
Man. You put 50 people in this family reunion, Bo. You're talking, it'll change your life, man. I mean, you have no idea the money, the freedom, but lives that will be changed. Him go to get up there and do some leadership and preaching. Hey, thinking about this thing. All right, go back to my picture, people. Miss Tia. All right, here we go. Jan Miller's talking junk. She says she ain't them numbers is just the beginning. I believe you, buddy. All right, let's see if we can tap on this. Well, let's see. Jake and Bray, what y'all think? Y'all gonna see any movement at leaderboard on where y'all are? Is any thoughts being given to recruiting and bringing some more folks on?
Yes, sir. We're gonna thing. I'm gonna go to the store and buy me my Don wig, my Don King wig today, and put some of them jokers in my headphones and get my mind right, and go out there and promote this thing.
I think that is a good decision right there. We had an event one time and we all had silver Don King wigs on. I was just looking at it the other day. Oh. Here's a funny thing. Like, I don't know. I heard y'all's story, and you reminded of us again for Ray last week how y'all were. Were y'all in high school when y'all ran away?
Yeah. Juniors. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, we were juniors in high school.
So what did you do about school? Was it during the summertime so you didn't miss school? Did you plan your runaway?
No, it was during
I
school.
think it was during school.
So
I
what
think at that
happened?
point, we had like tunnel vision. So
Did it mess up your junior year? Like, did you pass that year? Or did you have to skip it and have to start all over? Or did you have to do GEDs, or what did you have to do?
It was only about a 1 week runaway.
we banged it out. We got the diploma.
Even graduated early.
Well, think about this. I don't know. Y'all might have been like king and queen, Miss King and Miss Queen, or Mr. King and Miss Queen, whatever, of high school. I was a nobody. Nobody knew me whatsoever. Like, they just didn't. I mean, you always, they just didn't know me. How about y'all?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mr. and Ms. Popular.
We were known for the pregnant ones.
So that's the one that got pregnant in junior year.
Yeah.
I got called into the counselor's office and they said, "Here's your transfer paperwork. You're not going to school here anymore." I said, "Okay."
What? They didn't want you to go in school because she was pregnant?
I guess they
Look
didn't.
bad.
They didn't want us to make school look bad.
Yeah, bad influence, I guess.
What did you do? Stay home?
No, I went to here in Rio Rancho. It's called Independence High School. It's basically for knocked ups and dropouts.
All right. So,
Independent finest.
so how do you see what it's like? How about Tim Long? Was you Mr. Party in high school and everybody knew you, Tim Long?
I was not Mr. Party. I was on the straight and narrow. I was on my way to the military at 16. So
How about you, Bill? Was you party man? I knew you dress fancy now. I don't know if you did that in high school and everybody knew you. You was a football star.
I was not a party person. My mom and dad made sure it was all sports in school all the time. That's all I had time for.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, how is it that do you have to be Mr. Popular to get 9 legs or a dozen legs to family reunion?
I think people do need to like you.
They do need to like you. That's true. But I'm saying from high school or from college where you Mr. Popular. We had, you might not remember this name, but this guy named Chris Corciani. He's a friend of mine now. He sells, he does mortgages and something else in finance, not in insurance. We got him in Amway one time. We did a meeting. It's like 47, 50 people there. And we said, all right, y'all want to get in Amway? They said, no, we want to see Chris Corciani. He played basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want to be around him because he was popular. You know, does that make, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not what we're doing. Is they're around you because of purpose. If you show them a purpose and you lead them, and then people come to the meeting. I was big on purpose in high school. My purpose was get the hell out of there. That's what my purpose was. I was not a big fan hanging around them people. I did not like them. Like 99% of them, 1 or 2% I liked. That's part of the reason I was not popular, because I didn't like hardly any of them. I thought they were not, I was not impressed. I kind of thought they were assholes, you know what I'm saying? Like, Like they thought their dookie didn't stink. And I was thinking, yeah. That makes sense? All right. So, Bill, that was what I was thinking too. Soto, he could throw a party. And what he explained to me. That's why I said if he can use his same party incentive strategies, it'll take him through the roof.
Yeah, he's implementing something right now, but he won't share it with me.
I'm going to see him in about 30 minutes after this call. I think he's going to tell me something.
Well, if you tell you, then you need to tell me so I can do it.
Well, it depends on whether he makes me swear an oath of secrecy or something like that, you know how he'll do. All right. So, Leventovich, you see some of your people on that leaderboard?
Yes, sir. Saw several people on there. Watch out for Jake and Ray. There's going to be a lot more coming, though. Jake and Ray, you got a lot more coming at you. So there's going to be some new ones on there popping up.
All right, here's my positive mental attitude. Number one, expect to win. I expect to have more legs than anybody at. I expect to have more people at family reunion, width and depth. I expect. Then I'm going to be relentless. I expect to be a millionaire. Then I'm going to be relentless. So, Megan Yakey, I expect to have you at $1 million income. I expect it in 12 months. I need May of next year to see 80,000, 83,000 minimum coming into you and Jonathan's bank account. To have a positive mental attitude, I've got to go after my goals relentlessly. Anytime you start not pursuing what you want, your mental attitude goes backward. Anytime you're not on it like a duck on a June bug, it's crazy how work keeps you happy. Focus keeps you happy or positive, upbeat. Number two, I don't like the way this sounds. Don't whine. Okay? Stay talking upbeat. Whining ain't gonna get you nowhere. Explaining what happened, blah blah blah. So, y'all have heard me stop people. They start. I'm good. Hey, how many phone calls you make last week? Well, last week, my mama. Just give me the number. Give me the number. I'm trying to. We need to move on. We all love you, but we're not interested. We don't have enough drama time right now. Work with me on the numbers. Number three. What's the solution? We all gonna have problems. What's the silver lining? What's the solution? How are we gonna fix it? I always think about all the problems I got going on when I'm going to find a solution. I want to start brainstorming on the solution to my problems, but I got to stick to this call because I got a relentless focus and I got a priority system and I got to get this done. I got to get y'all through this. Okay, number 4, press forward. No matter what. I love How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It talks about what's the worst case scenario, how do we mitigate it, what's the worst case scenario, how do we live with it, and then how do we mitigate it? How do we make it not so bad? So this is the worst, this is the best, okay? If it looks like it's going to be the worst, let's figure out what we can do to make it the best. If this is going to be the best, how do we make it better? Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, Keith Hall, my CFO, called me. He's on vacation. He's in the Keys. Like, what is he doing calling me? So I take the call. He's like, man, I got some bad news. I got some call from accountants. They're working on a tax situation. I said, well, by God, we got to fix this. I mean, my first reaction can't be whining about what happened and who. I was like, we got to fix this. And then while I'm talking to him, I'm texting the other guy saying, hey, are you available to talk? Now it's, 8 o'clock at night. Well, next thing you know, I'm like, I got to get this guy too. I mean, 11:30, 12 o'clock Wednesday night, I'm hammering on this thing. Okay? Like, yeah, crazy talk. So then I get everybody, that's Wednesday. Thursday, I got to set up a conference call and get all those people at late night. We done had, half a day to work on 2:30 Thursday or 3 o'clock on Thursday. I got them all on call. I go, hey guys, we got to fix this. What are we going to do? Now, from 11:30, let's just say from midnight on Wednesday night until 3 o'clock on Thursday, I got to get other dookie done. You with me? I got that thing at 3 o'clock. I can't be thinking about that till 3 o'clock. If there's anything to do, because it's a big number, a big problem, like big problem, big problem. Like, it ruined most people's lives. And I'm like, all right, 3 o'clock, we're going to fix this. Not much I can do. I got to go put in width, put in depth, get stuff done. Makes sense? So number 4 is focus and press forward until there's nothing you can do. And then just put it, all right, we'll go 3 o'clock, we're going to kill this thing. All right. Number 5, set the bar high. Now, here's the problem. Here's no problem. Well, by 4 o'clock, we cut it down to half as big a problem. And the guy said, well, man, that's a relief. I said, there ain't no relief till we get it down to no problem. I want it 0. Well, by 4 o'clock, we done got that thing cut in half, and I'm feeling good because I'd already resolved my piece with, if it was the worst case scenario, I knew I would live. I was going to start mitigating it. But I said, hell no, we're going to keep fighting. And then from 3 to 4, we cut it down in half, maybe more. Well, 4 o'clock, I'm like, what if we did this, and this, what if we did this? So then I start touching craft and my smart people, hey, mathematical wizard, where y'all at? Y'all available? And it was after 5 before I got them on. I think we got them on a call about 5:30. And they said, when do you need this done? We were like, last week. We need it now. It's 5:30. We need it now. There's a bunch of work. But you still says it's relentless. This is what I want. This we got to figure out. And I was just texting Keith because we've not resolved it. We got it down a little bit more. We got it down to about 80% down to about 20%. Now, I'm thinking about it now, but I'm thinking about y'all and telling you that's what I got to do. You just relentless. We're going to get that thing down to 0. I've already resolved, if it's worst case, we're down to here. I'm actually feeling so much better. It was 0, and then all of a sudden it went to here. Now I got it down to here. Now I'm so much better with here because I resolved myself on here. But that keeps me from losing my mind. If that makes any sense. I know some of y'all lost your mind. It might help you get your mind back. All right. Brian Rojas, you wish you had that problem, bro. You wished you had that problem.
I don't want to know.
You wished. I was thinking that today. I was on the way back. I said, a bunch of people. I know where I was turning right up there. When I come onto the island, I said, a bunch of people wish they had that problem I'm dealing with. People say, I have a problem with my wife. I go, a lot of people ain't got married. They're all frustrated because they can't even find one. Now you got one. You need to celebrate that. At least you got one. A long time nobody ever liked you even. You thought nobody ever marry you. That makes sense. Like, you can't have a tax problem if you don't have income, bro. Right. That's a different kind of tax problem. You say, I don't make enough to get taxed. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
So that kind of tied into number 6. Be willing to pay the price. All right. That's what it costs. That's what it costs. Jeff was talking to me this morning about Ric Flair. He said, I was willing to pay the price of a wrestling life. Are you, Harry Edwards, here's the question. Are you willing to pay the price of a millionaire's life?
All in, baby. Yes, sir.
That's all it is. Are you willing to pay the price of a millionaire's life? Like, how many of y'all would be willing to run for the presidents of the United States and pay the price of going into politics? Nobody raising their hands. You could be president. That's a hell of a price to pay, right? But you get the prize if you pay the price, you get the prize. So you want to keep a positive mental attitude. That ain't what I want. If what you want, you got to be willing to pay the price, Terry Edwards. And dude, I'm telling you, it's a healthy price. Brandon Manley. You willing to pay the price, Brandon Manley?
Yes, sir. Someone's got to do it.
He was on the phone last night. Jane invited them over and some other people. That jerk he was selling America in front of Will Coatney.
Mm-hmm.
You in office? Is that an office shot?
It's an office shot, yeah. Got to figure out something about this door. It looks kind of weird with the door. There's no door there now. They cut out that door.
Oh, they cut it off so you can easily get in the closet. Talk to Jane and Haley. They'll come up with something in about 2 seconds. It'll blow your mind. I ain't even going to start making suggestions. They'll probably be a curtain, be my guess. And they'll make it a little bit longer, not just the size of the door, but keep going on a little bit further over. That'll keep it symmetrical, knowing them. I've been studying them.
I'll get them on it.
They're symmetrical. Jason Mathis. You're recruiting them. Okay? Getting to the family reunion, right? But we're gonna track the agency managers and let you know he's got a report coming. It'll have the agency managers, how many legs you got signed up. If I haven't asked for that to you, I'm asking for that now. I want to see it. Just the agency managers, how many legs they have coming. It's the same contest for the agents that are not agency managers. We're just not giving away $100,000 to agency managers. We want to track it.
It'll be up on ARC by end of day today. It's already prepped.
Okay, well, text me or shoot me a copy of it when you get it, please, ma'am.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Olga.
Yesterday in our rally point, there was like 9 people. And in between, we were talking about the family reunion and people got fired up and 4 people immediately signed up. So we're working on it.
Okay. So Jason, Olga, Marcus, Richardson. So when you first hire people, you start talking to them about the hurdles of a great life versus the hurdles of a settle for life. And you start talking immediately about associating with top producers, associating with the presidents of insurance companies, associating with the top leaders. So you start selling that early. And every time, if they read any self-development book, self-help book, if they listen to an audio, it's going to reiterate what you've already said. And start talking about how expensive it is to hang around rich people. Like if I was you, Jake and Bray, I would say, I'm willing to go bankrupt. I'm willing to spend everything I've got. I'm willing to stay in my car. You with me? So that's the worst case scenario. So now if you only have to spend 90% of your money, if you get to stay in a house,
That was in our house. And I showed them the goals of Brian Tracy. And I said, look, just to go and see Brian Tracy is super expensive. And we're going to have this guy there. And it's just $289 plus meals, plus the leaders, plus Andy Albright. It's so much. Nothing.
$289 is worth it for Brian Tracy. It's $289. It's worth it for Vanilla Ice concert. $289 is worth it for a Brie Gold concert. $289 is worth it to hang around you. If people don't go to this, there's your sign. Stamp it right there. I ain't your guy. Hey, have y'all thought about this? Let's think about this. How everything, Tim Goad talks about this sometimes. Everything is emotional. Like this watch. It ain't bit more worth $85,000 than I'm an airplane pilot. It ain't worth it. But an emotional decision gets you there. So is it worth $289? Well, let me tell you something. It ain't biscuits and gravy. It's knowledge and information. But some people don't value knowledge and information like they do a biscuit and gravy. They say biscuit and gravy keeps me alive. Biscuit and gravy, now that's real. I can touch it. Going to something that puts stuff in my head, I don't know if it's emotional. On the other hand, you get one of these self-help, self-guru trying to get better, want to live a great life, want to be a multimillionaire, want to change a legacy for my children, pay for their college education, pay for their weddings, travel the world. You can't keep him from going. That's just an emotional decision. But people say, well, some people are this emotional. No, everybody changes emotion. Man, if you ever been mad, anybody ever been mad at somebody they love? God, that's emotion. Something happens, you ever get frustrated? Let me ask you this, Nikki Long. Does sometimes stuff frustrate you and you say, I wish that didn't bother me?
All the time.
All the time. It's emotions. So what else? The stock market went when people didn't have gas on the East Coast. I don't know, but Chris Norris told me it went back up. How in the world did the gas prices in North Carolina change the price of Motorola? How does that change the price of an internet company? Who knows the answer to that? It's emotions. Money.
Emotion, yeah.
Emotion, yeah. See, money, it's just a piece of paper. You burn this to create heat. They ain't gonna create no heat because it's just a little piece of paper. You eat it, you're not gonna get satisfied. It's worth nothing. But emotionally, somebody hands you $100 bill, you're like, yeah. It's crazy how it's emotional that we make decisions. So positive mental attitude is your ability to control your emotion. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, Nikki, you're trying to get at Nikki, who's that behind you?
This is Whitley.
Whitley? How you spell it? Whitley?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Whitley, you're trying to get from here to here. Most people can't get from point A to point B in a sensible amount of time. Why? Because they go way down here into depression, and they're not going in that direction. They're going in the depression line. Other people, they party all the time. They can't get anything done. So what happens is, this is a non-emotional track. This is a somewhat emotional track. And this is a roller coaster ride. That's curling up, fetal position, taking out on chocolate chip ice cream, laying up in the bed, dog over there in the corner looking at you like you're crazy. That makes sense? So it's you don't want to be non-emotional, but you kind of do. You see a baseball player strike out, they go like this. Then they're right back up to hit. They don't go to hit and then quit the game and go home. All they do is break a bat in half, put on their hat, put on a sad face, but by the time they get back up or the time they go out in the field, attitude has to change. So Bill, it's the same way in business. You can't operate going way up and way down. Alfonso, how you doing, Bo? How's your health? Talk to us, Alfonso. We want to hear you.
I'm better. Positive mental attitude. So feeling better, back in the game. Rocking it, I'm fired up, The
other thing, Alfonso, I think about is how to start living and quit worrying is there's always another guy that ain't got no feet.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, you don't want to be in a position. I need all y'all praying for Audra, wife. Doc Rock. Doc Rock's wife was in a bad accident. A drunk driver hit her, and she's in the hospital. She's pretty bad shape. She's gonna make it through, but she's in bad shape. So if y'all would text him, tell we praying for Audra. Hey, there's no drunk driver hit me today. Hey, that'd mess your afternoon up right there. I mean, she's in a real hospital. She ain't just, it ain't nothing. I mean, in other words, it ain't like nothing happened to you. She's in the ICU. But she is gonna make it, but she's in ICU, so it's pretty intense.
Andy, I'm writing application on a young lady that has just lost 2 feet, diabetic. 2.
Did y'all read my lip? Casper's blind and can't see. Ain't here neither. I wonder if he can feel somebody stomping on his head. Terry. Everybody gonna say you right there in Greensboro. You ought to be able to win this contest and get the most legs there. How's it coming?
It's coming good, man. We setting fires all over the place. We're going up. We got a new leg coming on up in Cleveland, Ohio. So me and Riddle jumping on the airplane and going to pour gas on the fire. I actually had about 5 of them on the call last night. All of them got registered for a family reunion. And this is the thing too, and I was thinking about it. the AMs, you're not giving us 100,000. You're giving us millions. You're giving us millions, because if we get 50 people fired up out their mind and leaving out a family reunion, that should equate to $500,000 a month in premium right there, baby. So, oh yeah. And if people don't want to come for the wisdom, we're going to have some good eating too. We know how to do that in North Carolina. But yeah, I can't help where I live. I'm going to just use it to my advantage, baby.
You had Mia on there on that list, didn't you?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we had Mia on there. Be on the lookout for Pamela Billingsley. Be on the lookout for Cheryl Morrison. Be on the lookout for Sebastian and LaQuinta Chambers. Sebastian just got 2 new legs going this week. Man, we're gonna be up in there.
So look, Riddle's got a leg that Riddle. Do you have anybody in your base on that contest?
Lou
Abadi.
Yeah.
So you got Riddle, who hires Mathis. Mathis, you got anybody on that leaderboard? Give him.
In my base shop, no.
Okay. So he's got Riddle there. Mathis, he's bringing people in his base. And then Mathis has Terry. And then Terry has people, and he has Mia on that list, right? So the idea is if Terry puts more people on that list, Mathis gets more people on that list, Riddle gets more people on that list. And then you go to leg 2. Number 2 is for you, Andy. Who's number 2 right now?
Hartley.
So the question is, Hartley have any on that list? We had Stephanie Rodriguez, right? You had Stephanie Rodriguez. Anybody else on there?
I don't think so.
So you see how this is working out? So he's got, but listen to me. Here's what people don't understand. Jara, I never judged my success on money in my bank account. It was number of people at convention. Make sense? I never look. I'm paying my bills. Well, hell, I can pay my bills on $40,000 a year. I just got to lower my bills. Does that make sense? People go, well, I'm making $300,000 a year selling. Always trying to build a business here. We trying to build a business, or we just trying to get $300,000 to make sales? The people that you have coming to the event is the most valuable asset you can build. And then those people will compound by bringing other people to the meeting. Make sense? And I guarantee you, Joe Dukes, Joseph, I've had people years with me that still don't believe. And I don't know how to tell you. John Maxwell brings people to events. Brian Tracy, if you're a preacher and you can't people come to the event, you ain't changing no lives, and you ain't making no money. I'm positive. So I'm saying we're going to put 3,000 people in this meeting. So I'm focused on building. Now let's go kill it in sales and putting in width. 40-40, baby. We just came back to 40-40. Oh, by the way, I still don't have the dates nailed down for Dallas, but I'm more committed. I've been back and forth trying to get it nailed down. It'll be in June. Look at the top of that list. Let's look at that list again. Don't pull it up, P. I'm gonna pull it up. I think I am. Let's say.
Yeah, I also have the manager leaderboard ready if you did want to show it.
Let's show that. Let's see what that looks like. It might not be one I'm thinking about, but let's look at it. Just see. We'll all take a chance
Give me
here.
just a second.
It's risky. Okay, so right now I'm going with Tim Long has $9,000 in sales and 9 wit. Got to invite Tim and Nikki. You see what I'm saying? Now, Mike and Kerry Williams, how do you not invite them? 15 grand and 8. And Buck Rollins said, Buck, you got 8. You got 2 grand in sales. Not bad. Not bad, Buck. Depends. We're going to have to put you over here and put you on a wait and see, but it looks pretty strong. But you're on the look at Alan Rosen. I mean, how do you not take, first of all, how do you not take Alan anywhere? But then they written 9 grand and got 7. You see how I'm going down it like that? So then you pull up that agency manager when you got it. Oh, here we go. That's what makes me nervous when I ain't seen one. Ooh. Adam and Beth Katz, baby. Mike and Noel Leventovich, baby. Diane Lampy, Paul Roberts. Paul Roberts has 19 legs with ticket coming to family reunion. Why? Because they love him. He's pop. It's not because he's popular, because he's got a purpose. Olga and Jason. Woohoo, Jason, look at her, baby. 16 legs. 16 legs. Alex Abian. You don't know how you look till you get your picture took. What's that, Jason? You done got fired up, ain't you?
I said, we're going to double that, baby.
You shooting for 32 legs coming?
Hell yeah.
Hey, by the way, one of those legs is Terry Edwards. Out of the other 15 that are not agency managers, you're selling the $100,000. Get them on that list. Makes sense? And by the way, if you go 3 deep in that 1 second leg, maybe that person gets on the list. Stephen Davies, 14. Terry Edwards, 13. Mr. Riddle has a dozen. You can go double diamond if you got 12. Jacob Bell got 11. Belair got 10. Fitz got 10. Marcus Richardson, 9. I'll see where this is going. We got the leaderboards out here. Brandon Manley, how about that? Number 17 in the United States of America with agency managers, number legs coming up here. All right. Chris Sheitlin. Lost my place. Chris Sheitlin. Let's see. There's Riddle, Bell, Belair, Fitzgerald, Richardson, Carries, Mike Warisi, Phil Abair, Brandon Manley, Sheitlin. Junior Korea got 6 legs and 12 grand. So, you look at that value. The Brandon hadn't issued anything this month, but he's got 7 legs, whereas Junior's issued 12 and got 6 legs. You don't know. Is that one more leg that more valuable? Duke's got 6. Haney got 6. Linda Goble got 6. Look at the 6s. Ed Soto got 6 legs coming. Connor's got 6. Bill got 6. Chris and Courtney Long got 5. Patser got 5. Otsoy's got 5. We got 5 and Witt. Brent Swindell.
Andy, I just had one more sign up. That should be 7.
You ain't competitive, are you, Bill?
Not at all. Why would I do that?
Bill, doesn't it strike you though as funny? Like we have a contest like this and people try harder than when you can just make millions. You know how we make fun of agents, right? We are the same way. We're emotional creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Katz is about to pee on himself right now because he's number 1. Not because he's got 21 legs coming. He ain't worried about the millions and millions of dollars he's going to make and has made with us. He just wants to be number 1 in front of y'all. I mean, you can just see him right now. Hebrew Hammer. Hebrew Hammer. Leventovich, you're going like, dadgummit, we had one more sign up. Lampy's talking junk all the way from Dallas. Paul Roberts, look at them 2 Dallasites right there, 19 and 19. Hey, by the way, of my biggest leg, that's the first 2 legs of my biggest leg. Look how big they are. Now the trick is, what's the biggest leg of Paul? Well, Phil Abair. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my head. I got 2 solid legs. Now I got to get 2 solid legs on under Paul. I got A Bear. Yeah, my mind just goes. I'm relentless pursuit, Megan, of building me a pyramid. Pay my bills, and I put all my money toward building me a pyramid. An agent, a hire, a network. It's all about the power of your network. Soto, Manley, I'm headed to the office. You guys, I love y'all. I'm gonna watch this leaderboard, y'all. Is anybody trying harder to win because of the leaderboard? Your people on, ain't that crazy? How we set up a game and we try to win. I've been playing a game for the last 29 years. I might say 30 years. The last 30 years I've been playing this game. How wide can you get? And how deep can you get in leg number 1? And how in 2 legs in number 1? And then 2 legs and 2 legs under 2 legs? And then number 2, how deep? Because I want this look right here. I want this look right here. The triangle. It's a slanted triangle. I've been working on that for 30 years. And I've been relentless about it. And I continue to be. Love y'all. Proud of y'all. Congratulations, winners. Get your mind right. Let's go kill this thing. Big week. Numbers looking great. I'm out.
Thanks.